Yes, hello, it's me with some feedback on your article. Well, first of all, I think it's a very nicely written article. So, as you can see in the first half, there are there are no highlights from me. The only thing that I would like to highlight, which I couldn't highlight and which you haven't done so far, you put in try to, if you can, you have the original, try to incorporate these as your own figures so that you put in your text. See figure one, give this one the title, figure one, with the title then in English, so that is then translated. So this is, I know these are really copy pasted images, so then you have to give them your own name in research. And the same goes for the table. It's also not clear what the source was. So in that regard, if it's for research, make sure that you also reference the animation, so the figures, graphs, etc. that you use here. And so far you haven't done this, so that would count against, that would result maybe in a lower grade, so make sure you do. So give this clear titles, figure one with what it shows, and then in English here again figure two, refer to it in the text, and make sure that you reference your images. So that is important. Then, of course, it's already clear that you held the interview with Jay, so you don't have to necessarily refer to that. You clearly state that, so you don't have to refer. You can use APA like personal communication, but that's it's not really necessary. Yeah, there were some instances that I thought that it didn't sound really American or natural if she's an American student. Oh no, this is your own highlight. It helps me reach that more creative side of me. So that's correct. So that is not my highlight. No, what I highlighted was this one. I couldn't understand that she would say when you put it in front of something like food, bills, or family. And I thought that that you put weed or the habit before something. That would be a more natural expression. So I'm a bit confused whether she said in front of or used the terminology that you put it before something. But maybe that's British and this is more American. But yeah, logic for me determines that it would have been to put something before something. Then finally, in your own words, that was the last part of the conclusion. It's better, perform better at school. So always mind your prepositions if they're correct. And specifically with school, you're not on school. That would mean on top of the building, but at school. And here you were a bit sloppy. Of course, it should have been the past tense. So a research conducted. And there is no proof. There is not proven to be. That's too long. So you can make that way more concise and say there is no proof. There is no proof that there is a correlation between. Yeah, and then I was wondering because, but maybe that's going too much into detail about there are special. I know with weed there are special toxins and values of weed that are more apparent in Dutch weed than in American weed. So maybe that also has influence on how someone reacts and on how, in terms of addiction. But of course, it's not a scientific article as such. But you could refer to that there is still little known about the science behind maybe cannabis, or there is more known about the science behind cannabis. And maybe it's in this article as well from Trimbo. So And it's good that you refer to that, but that's going into way too much detail on the article itself. So all in all, very nicely written. Definitely you have the level, just a few mistakes, but very interesting, and indeed really mind your APA. Also, this picture, you haven't sourced it, so make sure that you always refer to, even if it's unless this is your own, from your own collection, even then you have to refer to it in some way, based on own collection. And so don't forget your references. So and yeah, that always applies to articles that you write, and even if it's a journalistic article, then other rules of reference apply. So look these up then. So, but you do have to refer to pictures, etc. Okay, that was it. Bye.